Hi, I'm Doug Hyde. I'd like to introduce you to my new collection, yours truly. For me, a picture speaks 1,000 words. My artwork is driven by personal memories, things that have happened, things that make me laugh, a night out with friends, things people have said to me. It can be anything at all, but I always need something to base my paintings on. I've never painted something just for the sake of painting a picture. It's probably quite similar to keeping a diary. I've never been any good with words, so in a sense my artwork is like a picture diary. When inspiration strikes, it just comes when you're not thinking about anything. It just strikes you. When this happens, I need to grab whatever's closest to me. Letter, envelope, scrap paper, anything at all, because it's just like a dream. When you wake up, if you don't write down your dream within 10 minutes, you'll forget it. I then take that first thumbnail sketch, pin it onto my studio wall, and then start developing the drawing. This is usually a pencil drawing. Following that, I then do a charcoal sketch. Now the charcoal sketch is my working drawing. Along the way, I'll be changing things to suit the artwork more and more. When I've done the charcoal sketch, then the fun bit, the painting. Let's talk about the collection. Sweet Dreams. I love the power, the colour, the impact, but particularly the size of this canvas. But equally, what I like about it is the calmness. It's so peaceful, it's dreamy. I wanted to paint a picture which just sums up what I say to my children before they go to bed each night. Good night, sweet dreams. A trip of a lifetime. I've always had the view that a hot air balloon ride must be a very romantic thing to do with your partner. I've never experienced it, and I'm not sure I ever will due to my fear of heights. But my brother experienced this 2 or 3 years ago with his partner, and after the ride, he said it was the most fantastic thing he's ever done, a trip of a lifetime. As soon as he said trip of a lifetime, this image came to mind immediately. Using my trademark characters, I pictured them both flying through the sky together, enjoying the moment. But for me, the piece is a bit deeper than that, and it's more about sharing life with a loved one, life's trials and tribulations. Life is a journey, it's a trip of a lifetime. Racing Heart. This piece sums up my whirlwind romance with my wife Susie. The phrase, "you know she's the one," in my case was absolutely true. After 2 or 3 months, I just knew Susie was the one. Within 6 months we were married. The racing heart analogy just summed up how we were feeling. Your heart rules your head, you're running away, you're just going on emotion. Racing Heart. Love You, Love Me. This is my first pair of artworks, otherwise known as a diptych. I personally like how the colours contrast against each other so much. The first piece with the creams is a daytime piece based on my children feeding the cats in the morning. The second piece is a night scene. The inspiration behind that was when Black Beauty, our cat, went missing for a day and we all trundled off to find her. For me, Love You, Love Me is a light-hearted view through my children's eyes, just how much they love the cats and hopefully how much the cats love them. Truly, Madly, Deeply. The original inspiration behind this piece is a simple one. It's Charlie, my son, giving his mum a flower for the first time. I just want to capture the piece as I remember him standing there so proudly, excited, wanting to share and show his mum some love with a simple flower. But now, as a father of 3, when I look at this piece, I don't just see Charlie as the original inspiration, I see all 3 of the children sharing the same gesture. Charlie, Eliza and Ophelia. A Great Night In. Again, using my trademark characters, I want to produce a painting which typifies a perfect night for me. We all live such busy lives, it's difficult even to find time just to relax. The picture is about me and Susie on the sofa, chilling out, glass of wine, watching a DVD, or just catching up with each other. Children asleep, everything's nice and peaceful, the perfect night, a great night in. The first part of the adventures is based on our cats at home, Gracie and Black Beauty. This particular piece is based on Black Beauty, the younger of the 2 cats. Black Beauty is a huge part of our family life at home. The kids absolutely adore her, chase her around the house, want to take her everywhere we go, to the extent one day we were going off on a day out somewhere. I was packing all the things into the car and Charlie was holding Black Beauty saying, "Please, can we take Black Beauty with us? We want her to come on our day trip." As soon as he said that, I saw him holding the cat whilst I was carrying the bags out to the car. This image came to my mind. So as usual, I had to capture this there and then, quickly before we drove off. And here's the finished piece. The second piece to The Adventurers is based on me and my dad going to rugby 30 odd years ago. The biggest inspiration was based around my dad's brown leather kit bag. Just a beaten up old bag, and every Saturday morning my dad would get it out, pack his kit, and we'd go off and watch the rugby. I look at the artwork and I remember the change rooms, I remember the smell of the deep heat, I remember the smoky bars, the fun of the rugby club, the fun of being up there watching your dad play. And as usual, within my work, I've used my trademark dog to represent me going off to the rugby with my dad. I've also carried on the tradition. My sons watch me play rugby, and I hope now that I'll soon be watching Charlie playing rugby. This sculpture is called The Gift of Love. The inspiration behind the original artwork to this sculpture was when we found out that my wife was pregnant for the third time. I wanted to do a piece of art which replicated the protection I felt as a father, not just for my 2 children already, but for our third unborn child. This picture is me holding my son Charlie, my daughter Eliza, and the smallest heart is our unborn child at the time, who is now our baby daughter Ophelia. The Yours Truly collection isn't just about my limited edition paintings. It also includes 5 sculptures, of which The Gift of Love is one of them. The other 4 sculptures are based on the themes of my paintings within the collection. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do.